I keep on thinking of, like, when you say that you approach people and verify them and stuff like that, I'm thinking of the old, give me your ID, you know? And you're obviously, that's not what you're doing.
That's
so.
the ACLU thought too, and they were about to come knock on our door.
Yeah, I was
when
going to say
another lawyer
it's a
came and
slippery
talked to them
slope,
and said,
but, yeah.
That's not what they do. When we talk to people, when we ask them for ID, we don't actually ask them for ID. We let them know that they could give us their ID if they want to go into what we call a good person file. The good person file is a Facebook page that we set up for each community, and we put the person's IDs in there to let them know who these people are that are in their community. If they want to, it's a not totally optional thing that they can take advantage of. Same thing with people handing out flyers. I tell them if they agree not to hand out any flyers, it's a public area, they can hand them out if they want to. But if they agree not to walk around and hand out these flyers, then we'll put their flyers into the Facebook and it'll stay there and it'll be an advertisement for them 24/7 indefinitely. Unless they come back and hand out flyers, and we'll remove it from there. But if they will simply stay out of the area and give us the flyer, we will submit it. It will stay in that Facebook. It'll be one of the advertising pages that will stay there for that community. So they get more for simply wanting to comply with not knocking on people's doors, whether, senior citizens, they want to live in peace and not be in fear when someone's knocking on the door unannounced in the middle of the day or in the evening. And some guys, that you don't know is at your front door.
See, but even like you just said, you get them to want to comply. I mean, my level of distrust of the police says, you're not going to get me to want to comply, because you're being combative in the first place.
Right. We want to do is we want to say, example is I came across this kid, 3:30 in the morning, all black on, and this particular kid fit the description of someone who broke into my grandmother's house. There was a 4-person, it was 3 boys and 1 girl that were breaking into homes. My grandmother confronted them in her neighborhood here in Detroit and told them to leave, and they ran. Come to find out, they had done this to many homes in the area. They've been breaking in, and so I volunteered my team to help this community. And they, what we did was we just saturated the community until we found these people. I found this kid that matched one of the descriptions of one of the home invaders, and I drove up to him and I said on camera, "Young man, be careful. There's criminals out here that are robbing people." I said, "Have you seen anything suspicious while you've been out tonight? It's like 3 or 4 in the morning." He said, "No, I haven't seen anything strange." He's on the phone doing the drift on the phone. The drift on phone is they're walking with no purpose, acting as though they're on a phone call. And they're drifting. You can actually see in their gait of how they're walking, and they're not trying to get from point A to point B. They're just simply looking like they're going somewhere, when in reality they're drifting around. And that is a pre-hunting predator subconscious action. They don't know that they look like that. They think they look normal. The truth is, you can tell they're not going anywhere. They're kind of just sauntering about. They're not actually with forward momentum going anywhere. So as I pulled up to him and I started filming him, he sees the light. He goes, "Why are you filming?" "Oh, just to make sure that we show that we're being professional in how we talk to you, sir. I'm sure you understand, young man, we don't want people to think we were rude to you." And he was like, "Oh, yeah. I said, "Listen, be careful. There's criminals out here. Is anything suspicious?" He goes, "No." I said, "Listen, there's 3 guys." And I said, one of them is a light-complected African-American male, about your size and about your age. Looks very similar to you. Have you seen anyone looks like you out here? He said, "No." I said, "Well, be careful, because they're out here robbing people. It's a girl with 3 guys." He goes, "Oh, I'm glad you told me." I said, "Well, you are welcome." I said, "Now, we're going to make sure you're safe. As you walk through the community, we're going to make sure nobody robs you, okay?" He said, "Good. Can you follow me home? I live down the street." I said, "We sure can." From that day forward, no one else got robbed. All the break-ins stopped.
Yeah, and I think many people, like, if they see something suspicious in their neighborhood, or maybe someone